That's what's up on the Kuldesac.
All right. We are back. We're live, the Kuldesac Krew, on air with special guest tonight, John Jiggs.
Yo, what up, man? What's up, John Jiggs?
Hey, what's up?
Thank you for staying up.
No, man, it's no problem. It's not even that late here. It's about 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's not too bad. You know, I like to work at night.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you used to. You watch sports on the daily, right?
I actually, to be completely honest with you, I don't even pay attention to sports. I be so deep into my music and stuff. It's like usually for me, it's like music, family, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of my day to day. You know, I really don't even have time for sports anymore. I used to be a big sports fan when I was younger, but not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you have this new album out. You did a collaboration album with producer Simplicity. Is that how you say it?
Yeah. It's actually a group of producers. I think it's four of them. I'd be crazy to try to say all those names right now, but it's four of them. They're from Hamburg, Germany. And, you know, we linked up online, I would say probably about like 9 months ago. You know what I'm saying? And we started bouncing ideas back and forth, and we put together a great project. You know, if you follow my catalog, you know I like working with like one producer on a project. You know, that's kind of become my niche or whatever. So, you know, when I linked up with them and I heard the stuff that they were doing, it was like right along the alley. You know, right down my alley of what I was looking for. You know, I thought they had like a real soulful sound. So, you know, hopefully that's what you got from the project.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that sound is like so true and so organic, like to that genre, and the feel. It was so smooth, and you just really captured that whole vibe.
Yeah, no, and I think it's, you know what I'm saying, I really think it's important to, you know, shine a light on when music was like something that stuck with you. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it wasn't just but a bunch of writers in a factory, you know what I'm saying? Like how they doing now. Like, it's like having a slow cooked meal rather than like going to fast food or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's important. I think that's missing from music. I think music has become so, I don't know. It just, you know, you listen to it for a week and it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I try to make stuff that's going to like last, you know, stand the test of time.
Oh yeah. And you've done that, like Jiggonometry, you know, I listened to that, and you know, I was showing David G again, like all this stuff that just all these tracks that you've done, and like every single one, it's so timeless. There's nothing about it that's like, oh, this is like from 2000s, you know?
Yeah. You know, that's the stuff that I grew up on. Like, you know, like if you turn on Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent right now, every song still slap. Every song still knock. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could turn that on right now and nobody would skip a beat, you know?
Yeah,
so
that
it's
is
like,
very true.
So that's the type of stuff that I'm putting my music up against. That's the stuff I listen to. You know, the Blueprint and, you know, all these great albums, you know what I'm saying? I just try to put my stuff up there, and it's like, yo, can I stand next to this right here, you know? And that's kind of how I gauge it, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's not a lot of, there's been great music being dropped present day, but it was just it's just sparse, you know, not as much as how it was years ago, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you said you named 50 Cent, Jay-Z. What other inspirations you have from growing up, and who do you take influence after, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, like I grew up on Mobb Deep. You know, I'm from New York, so I grew up on Mobb Deep and like Black Moon. I'm trying to think, man. It's so many. Capone Noriega. Not definitely Nas, like the whole Queensbridge thing. Like that was a big influence growing up. Definitely like Puff, Bad Boy, all of that, Mace, Biggie, you know what I'm saying? You know, just kind of all of that in one, you know, mixed in one is what you're gonna get from me. Like I find little things and little nuances that that they're known for, and I try to incorporate, take what I like from those things and kind of create my own style,
No, I totally feel that too, man. I still believe if Biggie was alive right now, he'd be doing major moves and just be changing the game pretty much.
I almost feel like Biggie might have even learned the business and became a mogul himself.
Yeah, we were talking about that last time. Yeah, he was a very businessman and making his own deals. And we were talking about how that's where all the theories and all the conspiracies came from.
Definitely. You know what I'm saying? I could see him I could see Biggie like what Rick Ross is doing, like all the entrepreneurship and everything. I could definitely see Biggie in that same space.
Yeah.
Word.
I want to know a little bit more, because I know that you have a team, you hustle hard. You're from the East Coast. You're from New York. And we had Ryan Vernell out here a couple weeks ago from the Ryan Show over FM with Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah. Shout out to Ryan.
Yeah. And so he came over here, and I just the way his work ethic and his drive, this man hardly sleeps. And I love that. And I just felt like that is the DNA of New Yorkers.
Yeah, no, I would definitely say, man, New York teach you how to hustle, man, make you tough, man. It's just it's a tough place to be, you know what I'm saying? Very competitive, very dog eat dog, very cutthroat, you know what I'm saying? So you just have to be conditioned a certain way. You know what I mean? When you come up here,
Yeah.
Well, I should say here, I live in Atlanta now. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, growing up in New York, you know what I mean? It's definitely different from other places,
Yeah, and there's that's a whole music scene right there, Atlanta.
Yeah,
and I was gonna ask, excuse me. I'm sorry. I got caught up in a little vape right there. I was going to ask you, that scene right there is huge in itself.
So I've been down here for about 3.5 years now. I love it here, man. It's it's a beautiful city, and it's a lot of cool stuff going on,
How have you adapted to their music scene?
Well, I'm actually glad that I came down here because it just opened my eyes to a lot of different things, New York is like a bubble in its own, you know what I'm saying? So being born and raised there, I've just looked at things a certain way and that was it. But, coming down here, just opened my eyes to different things and different lifestyles and all kinds of stuff, you know what I mean? As far as and the music and the way things work, the industry down here is not like the industry in New York, So it's just a lot of different things, but this is they're saying that this is the hip hop capital now, you know what I'm saying? It could be because a lot of us New Yorkers are here,
Yeah, that's what I was about to bring up. It used to be New York, Cali be the main resources to go now, and now seems like
I hear more and more
before the Amigos, right at as the Amigos rise, it was the new capital now. Everyone wants to go to Atlanta because that's where the music's coming from.
For instance, they have it used to be all the record labels were in New York and Los Angeles. Now they all have offices here. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
They all have offices here, and there's film studios here, huge ones where they film, they film a lot of stuff here too, so it's just, things have shifted a bit, you know what I mean? A lot of it probably has to do with the cost of everything in New York too. New York is very expensive, so we price a lot of industries out because the rent is so high and stuff in Manhattan, Brooklyn, so that's probably a thing too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen more and more. I have friends moving there. I keep hearing more and more ATL.
Now since you're in ATL, I know, of course, we all heard of the takeoff. Were you around with the funeral and everything and the last ride?
Yo, it's crazy. My wife, she actually had some type of link where we could have got tickets to the funeral, but I decided not to go because I just thought it was going to be real crazy down there by by the stadium and where everything happened. So I just decided to fall back, but rest in peace to the brother, man. I thought he was like super talented too. Like I like the Migos, and I always thought he was like the best rapper out of the three of them, like as far as like lyrics go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was, he was definitely like, to me, I would say he was a lyricist. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So rest in peace to him. And even beyond that, he's a young black man. He's taking care of his family and everything. So, condolences to his family, man. That the violence in hip hop has become like, it's really become infectious. It's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So like, check on your people that make that rap. If they need somebody, if they got a show, roll out with them.
Yeah. Not only for support though,
That's what.
Get a few of your family members to go out with them to the show.
That's
somebody
what
watching his back.
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, like last night I wanted to go to this show in LA. There's this hip hop, artist, MC Wicks. And like, it was, I was like, I can't go alone. Like, I can't go alone because it's like, it's dangerous, And so like, but people like don't understand. I'm like, no, dude, like you don't understand. Like, I really like need somebody to go with me, to go, because it's just like hip hop is becoming more of a thing.
Absolutely, man. Things, you have to be on point. You just have to be on point. Where now it's like you should be able to go out to a hip hop show and not have to worry about anything happening. But now, to make sure you definitely prepared, you know what I'm saying, when you go up these places.
So does that mean you're moving differently now, with the more violence that's happening?
Right.
Absolutely, and definitely being more selective about, where I go, what I get my time,
Yeah. It's definitely like, it makes me just be like more aware of like my surroundings. I definitely like, I want to carry less, maybe not be as blinged out, especially in LA. I mean, before it was just kind of like wear all your bling and who can look, the nicest. But now it's like kind of, maybe I'll just wear this one gold chain on my wrist.
No, I definitely like, you got to make sure
I don't need that Rolex.
Right. Yeah.
I don't have a Rolex, but I also don't need it or need to be wearing it.
Yeah. You just got to be cautious, man. Watch where you're going. Watch the company you keep. Make sure you got people around you that really, really care about you and really, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Really got your best interest at heart, because if you got to worry about being the star, or being the artist and rapping and performing, you don't, you know what I'm saying? You can't always watch your own back,
Right.
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're gonna, your attention is gonna be elsewhere. So, you got to have those people there that that watching everything.
Yeah. And talking about that motivation and having those people, like, what keeps you motivated to keep going with that writing? Like, what brought you to the aspect of writing and rapping, man? Like, what gave you that insight, that magic eye, I guess you can say, for it,
Well, I think that I think it's like the response and the love that I get from the fans. Like, I just, they always hit me up and tell me, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to keep doing this. And it's working. Like, you know what I'm saying? People every year, just this whole journey, it just gets better and better. You know what I'm saying? I haven't reached the final level that I, really want to be at, but like every year I get just enough inspiration to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And there's more, like everything gets improved every year. It's bigger crowds, bigger stages, bigger platforms, so I can't complain. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, speaking of that, you are in, you've been nominated for award. I don't have that up right now. It's right on the there's a link right on the cover of your Instagram right there. But it says so people can actually vote for your album as album of the year at Southern. Yeah, it's Southern. Yeah, it's the Southern and the SCA Awards, Southern Entertainment Awards.
That's based in the ceremony is going to be next year in Nashville, I believe. I think Memorial Day weekend. And I've been actually nominated for Power Player / Executive of the Year.
Wow.
So that's, you know what I mean, which is huge. Like to see somebody recognize not only the music, but like the business moves that I've been making and things like that. Like I really, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I just keep striving. It's things like that keep me going. Like not everybody gets chosen for these types of things. So I don't take it for granted. I take it as, motivation to keep going.
Right. And I remember like in our first interview, you talking and, just being so transparent that, you have a team. It's not just you. It's not all you. You're not like, oh, I did this all by myself. It was just me. It's like, no, I have people that help me. We have teams. We work together. I work with producers. I work with DJs. I work with, and you really take care of your people.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think it's important, man. Like, I'm just the way I was brought up, like I'm just very like I'm a loyal person. So like if you're out there every day, getting your hands dirty with me, man, like that's I'm saying, I'm the type of person I appreciate stuff like that. So when the rewards come that, I'm saying, my people, they get to share in that. And that's how I want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Cause, I know that like I need, that I can't do it all by myself. Like I have to have people to do everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm only one person.
Right. Now, one thing I really do like about how you're doing this, I mean, like you are just really just like firing away these collaborations left and right. I'm getting them through MJ Connects. I'm getting, I'm seeing them through your Instagram. I'm finding other artists and like, Afro was one that I that you did a collab with. He came through our station a couple weeks ago. But one thing that I do really, really think is neat is how you're doing these collaborations with these producers. And it's like you can just work with a producer and a producer and a producer and bust out these albums. And then it's just like, wow. Tell us a little bit more about this latest album you have out.
So the latest album, Grand Royale, it was actually a very easy process, man. Like, because the production that I was getting from them was like so cool. So as soon as I started going through the batches of beats that they were sending me, I was like already formulating ideas in my head, and, we just kept working, you know what I'm saying? I'm very picky. You can ask any producer I work with. I'm very picky. Like, for me to pick, say for me to pick those 7 beats that I rap to or 8 beats that I rap to, I probably went through 100 at least. You know what I'm saying? I would have had that going through like 100 beats at least. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the first, you know what I'm saying? And I'm handcrafting this whole thing, and I want, different songs called different production calls for different vibes. So I don't just want to rap over these beats. I want to actually create like a mood,
Right. That's another rapper that likes to hear the beat first before we write. Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
Definitely, especially if if the song is really, it's just, sometimes you just rap and, it's battle rap mode or whatever the case, and you just giving people bars, not really trying to aim at anything. But then sometimes you get the production that kind of just takes you somewhere. Like I need to make people feel how I feel, kind of.
Yeah.
Right. Man, I can't tell you. Okay, I fan out. I've been listening to this album through my Apple Music, and right now I have a car that has one of those monitors that shows the album cover on the
little screen.
Yeah, and people can see in, and I know I know I look badass. I know I look badass. Like playing your album because this artwork is so freaking dope. I'm like, yeah, that's a crown. Yeah, that's a joint. And yeah, this is dope ass shit. Let me turn this up for you.
Most definitely, man. That's why I try to give, just, I feel like what hip hop is missing is like when you buy like a hip hop album, stuff is like underground hip hop or whatever. It's like the same song a bunch of times, just dope beats. It might be dope beats, but the subject matter is pretty much the same on everything. So what I try to do is just bring a little bit of variety. I know this is supposed to be underground hip hop. I know it's supposed to be boom bap, but can we have some fun? Can we talk? Can we kind of settle down with our ladies and talk nice to the ladies? Can we do different things within this culture, or are we just gangsters all the time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's important. I think we need to show that we're like real people,
right.
Not just, robots.
Right. No, especially nowadays with this TikTok and the social media, because it's almost like people are like praising the more emotionless you are in front of the camera. It's like the more clout you get, Who did the artwork on this album?
I'm trying to remember. It's the guy. I can't even remember. But it was somebody that from Germany that the Simplicity guys know. I wish I could remember his name. Gosh. I apologize, but yeah.
Dude, Germany, when it comes to hip hop, dude, I'm telling you that Germany scene underground, man, it is on fire. They're eating hip hop up. They're looking for it.
Absolutely.
Now, how did this come apart? Like, how did you get involved with the artwork, the artist? Was this just, fan art?
What they did was I think they just found a picture. It's probably somewhere on my social media, and then they just had him do it, put it together or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's insane.
But
did you know?
You know what I'm saying? When I seen it, the first time I saw it, I was like, yo, this is perfect. It was no changes, no nothing. They sent it to me exactly like that. And I was like, yeah, that's dope.
To be honest, that's one of the dopest artworks I've ever seen. I'm like, that's one of those. I'm like, John, this is one of those artworks that I just might freaking print out and put on my fucking wall. It's just that sick.
Definitely. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. I think the packaging is just as important as,
right,
as the music, but I think there has to be pleasing to the eye for people to even be interested, especially if they never heard of me before,
Yeah, and absolutely. Now, we're good friends with anime hip hop, and one of the things that they're doing is kind of bringing awareness of the merge or the relationship between anime and hip hop. You are like a prime example of that because you have quite a bit of artwork and anime within your music. Tell us more about that.
Well, no, I always, when it comes to my artwork, I want something that's going to be, I want something that you can hang up on the wall in your home and be pleased with it. You know what I'm saying? And have people stop and go, wow, look at that. I just always thought that was super important. You know what I mean? And I try to work with people that, can see my vision and kind of bring it to life.
Yeah. When I see, there's quite a few albums that you have that have anime, drawings. And I think, when you go into a record store and you're looking at those posters, printouts, and you're going through the big 5-foot catalog. I look at I can envision your art in there. You actually have anime music video.
No, I wouldn't necessarily call it anime. There was a video that me and Rockwell did together. It was like a cartoon. Yeah, it was a cartoon video. It was crazy. It's called Classy Dance. Static Selected did that beat too. That's actually Rockwell's song, but we collaborated on it, for the video and everything. And it's all anime. It came out really good too.
Man, and you mentioned Rockwell's, which is another East Coast. How did you get in contact with him?
Me and Rockwell's met in New York City probably like 8-9 years ago now. Yeah, doing like, run in New York City, the open mic scene, what have you. Just exchanged numbers, and we linked up to do a collab, and then we hooked up to do a video. We linked up to do the video, and we just never stopped hanging out after that. Like, that was my boy. Wow. That's my boy. Yeah, we become real close, man. I consider him one of my best friends,
I mean, we were just talking about it earlier, how the women are starting to collab together, and you're talking about this collab right now. Are you looking at other artists from Atlanta or New York to start doing like more collabs, or just to share, the respect, instead of like being a big old competition for one crown,
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree. Since I've been down here, I've been working with a lot of different producers and some artists down here. So I think the music that's going to be coming out in 2023, I think is going to surprise a lot of people, because I'm just having fun, man. I think that's what it's time to do, is just have fun with it. And this year coming up, I'm not putting any labels on anything. I'm just, if it feels right, I'm just doing it. Not putting any more limits on myself when it comes to the music. Just whatever the vibe is, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm on.
Right. I mean, you have so many collaborations. I feel like there is a part of just like you being, raised in New York. Like, there's a part of just like being in hip hop and being a part of that culture and just where the birth is. How much do you feel like is a part of just, growing up and being in it versus like, going to actual events and networking and then meeting these artists?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, that's how it was. You bumped into these people, you spent time around these people. Now it's just meeting on the internet. But, when I was just first getting started, it was nothing but just putting miles on the car and going here, pulling up here, pulling up there, anywhere where the hip hop was at, you know what I mean? And we did that for some years, and I've been blessed to, it's crazy. I think about it all the time. People that I grew up listening to as a kid, now they're like a phone call away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm friends with, PMD from EPMD, and I could get Mr. Cheeks on the phone right now, or I could, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, things like that. Like, I know Nature. I got a song with Nature. I grew up listening to him, like, literally. Royal Flush and all these people, Illa G, all these people that I know, they know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And there's a mutual respect there. If you had told me that when I was a kid, I would have never believed it. I never thought that I'd be around these people. Bad Seed, people like that. East Coast, pillars of East Coast hip hop.
And I'm thinking, my memory could be wrong, which a lot of times it is over here on the Kuldesac. But did Mr. Cheeks fly out to the ATL and do a show with you?
Well, no, we've actually been on the same. We've been booked a few times on the same show. We just had a show in Texas back in September. Me and Mr. Cheeks, we were in what was the name of that city? We right outside of Dallas. I can't remember the name. Holcomb City, Texas. And then we also did a show last year in Nashville too. We did a show in Nashville together too. And then we've been booked in New York a couple times together as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that Mr. Cheeks is somebody that I definitely, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just all different. We've linked up a few times. I got the even we talk about Shabam Sadiq. Me and him got a project coming out. We got a single out right now called Tyrant, doing very well, produced by DJ Goblin. So, everybody make sure you run out and stream that joint too. Support that record. And Don't Feed the Bears coming soon.
And we have Tyrant in rotation too as well.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that.
Putting this one right into rotation.
Absolutely.
Oh man. Now, we absolutely, I love this album. It's so good. We had Another one of my favorite tracks is your collaboration that you did with Afro.
Yeah. The name of the project is called The Madness, and the producer on the whole project is BP. Shout out to BP.
That one, I wanted to ask, when you did that collaboration, he's over here, he's on the West Coast, but he does go on the East Coast too. But that music video was clearly, there was a lot of CGI. Were y'all together, or did y'all film?
Yeah, we were together. We did this song together. On probably like a Friday. Yeah, we probably did the song together on a Friday, and then we linked up again on the Sunday and did the video. Because I was only in New York for the weekend, and he was only in New York for the weekend.
Oh wow! So
yeah.
y'all linked up.
Yeah, we put that whole thing together. We went in the way we did the record was so ill. We just played. We listened to Matt like a lot of beats, and then that one beat caught us, and then we just like. I wrote, he wrote 4 bars, went in there. Then I did 4 bars, went in there. Then we just kept feeding off each other's energy, like back and forth.
Wow, yeah.
There you go. I would have loved to be in that kind of environment just to see it all go down.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Like, we just, gaining that mutual respect for each other too was like a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of that, it was like, yeah. Even, I had performed in front of Afro a few years back, and he had expressed to me that he was a fan of the performance. You know what I'm saying? But this time we got to be in the studio and really, see where each other was at. And it was good, man. It was definitely a good feeling. I would love to do more of that.
Man, I felt like when I saw that that music video, I heard the track, I was like, this is a really cool, perspective of who you are as an artist.
Yeah.
Because Afro. I mean, he's an icon. He is a young icon, but he's iconic already. Done world tours. R.A. Rugged Man. We all know the deal. But and you are John Jiggs, man. You always fucking show that, but. Just you're able to match everybody in such a unique style as who you are as an artist. It really just kind of just shows your diversity. Like you really are like one of those Godzilla, like King Kongs in the game. And I really, if people don't know it, they need to know it like now,
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. John Jiggs, man. This is another artist we have right here on TKK Radio. Here we are. We always try to get an exclusive. We always try to get something
in the works, something in the background, something that you need to release,
something juicy. So when you blow up and never call us again, no, I'm just kidding. At least we get clickbait, okay? Right? So what do you got? I know. What do you got? Because I know John
you're working
Jiggs
on an album, but what else? What else?
Something.
Tours? What else?
Okay. Let me think. What else do I have? Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of music coming, but definitely look out for it. Definitely look out for me on the road. Like we definitely taking bookings for West Coast, Midwest, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the South is showing the most interest. So like December 10th, we're gonna be in Charlotte at the Warmac, Charlotte, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Make sure anybody tuning in from there. Make sure you get your tickets. I think they got an Eventbrite for it. And then I know January 3rd, we're in Gastonia, North Carolina, at the Rooster, which is it's actually a brand new venue in Gastonia. That's going to be a big show. Shout out to the Snow Goons. I think they're putting that together. Definitely, last but not least, Jiggonometry 2.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Jiggonometry 2. That's gonna be like March. I would say like March.
Okay, that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. That's definitely exclusive right there.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that, for sure. And it's like, I love that you're so picky, so to speak, with it, because it's paying off. I mean, I said this in 2020 and I'll say it now, like every track is just so good. You can really tell when you say, yeah, I take my time. I went through 100 tracks. That's dope. And I appreciate that, because right now we talk about this, like, and I'm not trying to hate, but there's people, I'm not going to, I'm going to name names. Like, okay, so Weird Al is like, he came out with like a album that's like 37 tracks or 47 tracks. All these people are coming out with tracks that are like 30 tracks, 40. I'd rather have 8 like John Jigg's, tracks where you went through all those 47 and you're like, nah, man, these are the best. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's true. I think, I definitely think, like, I try to drop quantity but quality at the same time. So, like, I may drop 3-4 times a year. I might drop, but, you're going to get 8 songs, and you're going to get 10 songs, and you might get 6 songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to make sure that it's quality. I like to make sure that I'm staying busy, but like when you get Jiggonometry, you'll probably get like 14, 15 songs.
Okay, that sounds reasonable.
You know what I'm saying? The last one I think had like 13 songs on it. So, you know what I'm saying?
But not 47.
As long as it doesn't go over that 20 mark,
Yeah, but you know what? If you're going through like 250 tracks and you're narrowing it down to like 20, then I'm if it's John Jiggs, I might stick it to the end.
Definitely. Yeah, I plan on, what I'm saying? Like I said, I want to definitely flood with music. And then, me and Shabam, our album got like 10 songs on it too. So, you guys are definitely going to get blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he's another one that's been doing these collaboration albums with, other people, and we've been playing it too here, right, on TKK Radio.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, me and Shabam work really well together.
Yes, and every time you do, we'll put it right on air. We'll put it right into rotation. I'm curious. Okay, I love your music videos. They're always entertaining. I'm curious what the next music video is going to be for this album.
We so this will be another exclusive. I'll say give us like another 2 weeks or so. We're going to put out a video for The Eyes Don't Lie.
Ooh, there you go. Okay, that was the one that we played before you just came on air.
Yeah. Yeah, that song, I think it's gonna be special. I think it's special.
That vibe for it. It like takes me to some place. I can't describe it. I could listen to it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
What was like the whole? I want to actually tap into this single a little bit more, because I am a big fan of this song. It's got a really dope vibe. How did that begin? How did that whole track come to works?
Well, when I heard the beat, I knew that I had to do something different on it, and I don't know, something about the melody of it and everything. It just kind of made me want to sing and create some type of melody. So I just played, I played with it for a little while, and that's what I came up with. And I think it's important. I think they say that the eyes are like the windows to people's soul. I think that like when people could say something out of their mouth, but their eyes would be saying something totally different.
Did you have was it Afro-Dev planned already for that track, or?
Oh yeah. So with Afro-Dev, man, got a chance to. He's definitely a dope, talented MC from Germany, and I got linked with him through the Simplicity guys, and I did the track, and then once I sent it to him, he hit me up and he was like, yeah, man, he said, I can't wait to do this. And when I heard the verse back, I was like, yeah, this is perfect. You know what I'm saying? He definitely came and he added his own flavor, and I appreciate him for that.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that German hip hop scene. I have to say, I do a little bit of artist stuff myself, and I have one of my day ones that has been with me like for over a decade, has been from Germany and specifically underground hip hop. Rap community out there. So, man, they are super loyal. Shout out to Germany. Shout out to that whole entire hip hop scene out there, man.
No, definitely, man. Yeah, they gotta. I've been blessed to be able to, go to Germany. Those like some of the best shows that I've had in Germany. They show a lot. They show so much love, and very prideful people too.
Well, we're not going to take up any more of your time because we know it's super late out there. Man, here we have John Jiggs. Just thank you so much.
Last up.
You're welcome. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, thank you for coming on again. Like, see, guys, I'm not all that bad. They do come back. Please tell the listeners where they can, get more of your music or purchase the album, man.
Yeah,
you could definitely follow me on Instagram at John_Jiggs, JOHN_JIGGS. You could also hit me up on Twitter at Jiggs the Great. Find me on Facebook, John JOHN_JIGGS. You know what I'm saying? Follow me for the reels and all my digital content. Hit the like page on Facebook, John JIGG $. Any bookings, features, Melodic Management at gmail.com. That's Melodic Management 2017 at gmail.com. You know what I mean? And make sure you check out Grand Royale album. Is out now on all streaming platforms. Pirate single with Shabam Sadiq, produced by DJ Goblin on all streaming platforms.
Let's go, for sure.
Man, that's what's up. And you know what? We don't typically go this long with our interviews unless they're in-house. But I just have this feeling. I'm like, I feel like you're just going to be like blown up like the next time we get a chance. So I'm like trying to get all this fan stuff out of the way. I just, one more thing before you leave. I have to say, because we're at the end of the year, we're talking about 2023 coming around the corner. I noticed, and a lot of people, they be working out and stuff. And I noticed you've been like really working out, like and you've been putting it on Instagram.
No, I think it's super important, man. I just got tired of being tired, man. And since July, I've been in the gym like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And, I've been doing my thing. I've already I lost like about 33 pounds, 32, 33 pounds, something like that. And my goal is to try to lose like another 40, 30, another 35 would be cool,
Yeah.
I think, I would be very happy with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, feels good to be active again. And, now, I got a 14-year-old son, so now I can show him a couple things on the court. Things like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, bless on that journey. Hopefully you accomplish that real quick, and bless on the music journey. Thank you for being on here and, chopping it up with us a little bit.
Oh, no, I appreciate it, man. I thank you guys for having me, man.
And everyone, man, here we have live from the East Coast over here, ATL actually. John Jiggs took some time to kick it on the Kuldesac with us right here. So we're honored. We're so great. Thank you again for, just taking that time. And
much appreciated.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to play his song again. Eyes Don't Lie.
Let's go.
Dude, everyone catch the vibe. You're listening to Kuldesac Krew. We'll be right back.
That's what's up on the Kuldesac.